Hey everybody, it's Rehan. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video of me editing, but I'm back here again. Hopefully everyone's doing good. So today it's gonna be a quick edit on Lightroom mobile, but you can apply the same techniques on Lightroom CC. They kind of have the similar things, even though the Lightroom CC has more the Lightroom Classic I meant for the desktop. But you get all the basic stuff that you need for editing photo. It's not like you really need that. So I'll be editing this photo. It's a photo of Golden Gate Bridge I took back in March 20. As you guys can see the settings on the left. The settings were 1/250th of a second, f6.6, ISO 160. It was taken on Fujifilm X-T3, my go-to camera. So it was taken at like 4 or 5 p.m. It was a super foggy day. If you're new to Lightroom or editing, this video will help you out. I'll go through all the functions and details. So this is kind of a beginner tutorial, also for people who are already good at it. So it's for both. So I'll just do the edit right now in probably 5-6 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you have any feedbacks or anything like that, just leave me a comment or follow my socials. I'll put them in bio. So now I'll just go back to editing. So first thing I'll usually do, put the crop. So it's already at 4:5. If I put custom, you can do custom if you want to play around with it, but I'm not going to do that. I'll just keep it 4:5. Then Lightroom straight in tool is pretty powerful. It doesn't work all the time, but now so it did it. Now the photo is pretty straight. So now what I'll do, I will play with the colors, exposure. Since it's a dark photo, I'll just do the exposure first, then contrast. For highlights, it depends. For some photos, you should always lower the highlights. For this, I don't want to lower the highlights because I want the fog to pop. So I'll do that. Then shadows, it's a dark photo, so I'll increase a little bit. Then whites, I'll increase a little bit. Then blacks, I'll lower a little bit because I already increased the contrast here, so I don't want to increase the blacks. Also, there's the profile thing next to crop. You can click on. It's like built-in preset kind of. It's like the first step. Then you start editing from there. What I like about these is that it doesn't make a huge difference. So you have the option to make a big difference to it by editing. Kind of like kind of startup, I would say. I should just call it. For this photo, I'm going to use a vintage because we was trying to give the kind of film look. And also it's going to save a lot of time if you just apply. See, it already looks good, you can like play with it, increase the, okay, wow, okay, this looks good. I like it. It gives you that kind of greenish Joker look, the film look on the right. I like this. This is more like a Moody look. Okay, I'll do this. I like it. Before and after, all it looks good. Then I'll increase the shadow again. It's super dark on the right. There we go. Don't increase it too much. Then highlights, I'll make a little bit more pop, and brightness a little bit because I already have the highlights up. Then the curve. This is where you play with the blacks, the whites, the highlights. Since it's already kind of faded, I'm not going to play with it that much. You just play around with it, and you'll learn how to use it properly. It depends on the photo. Usually people say make an S-curve, so you should do that, but you don't have to do it all the time. Then you can also play with the reds if you want. For this photo, I'll just a little bit. See, if you play with it, you can already get the cinematic look. Play around with it, teach yourself. Then you're gonna get better at it. So if you want, you don't really have to do that. It doesn't look natural. So yeah, if you get like want to make it cinematic, tone curve will make a huge difference. For this photo, I'm sorry guys, I forgot to have the thing off. Okay, now it already looks good. I have this, I have the reds, I have the green, I have the blues. Then colors, magic happens. So since I'll make it a bluish photo, I'll slide it in towards a little bit blue, not too much. Then tint, I'll keep it here. Vibrance. The good thing about vibrance is that you can increase it, like make the colors pop without playing with the saturation too much. But if you want, you can do that. Before and after already looking good. I'll just go back a little bit with the shadows. Okay, before and after. Then colors, then color mix, just reds. Since the bridge has the red on the right, I'll just increase a little bit, pop it. Then oranges. You guys can like pause and slow down to see the settings if you want. Then the blues. I'll increase the blues a little bit, but if you want more like desaturated look, you can like always lower it. Then these are nice. I like them. Okay, another feature on the color mix, the Lightroom, the app, and also the Dekstop, they're super smart. So if you press on a color, it automatically knows it's blue. So then, and on the bottom left, you can see it's on the hue. So if you move around with it, it's gonna change the hue. Then if you click on saturation, then click on the blue again, it's gonna lower or increase saturation. So it is super powerful tool. It saves you a lot of time. So you don't have to play with the slider. You can just play with the color mix. Really powerful. I think the blue is too high. I'll just lower it a little bit. I think we're done here. Then the texture, if you want more details, clarity, a little bit. Dehaze is super powerful too. If I lower it, you can see it's getting brighter. Then vignette, I'll add probably a little bit, not too much. Midpoint, feather, I'm not gonna play with these that much. Then grain, so in Filmworks you have grain, so obviously you play with it, you have to increase it. See, there you go. I'm not gonna do too much. Roughness, you can play with a little bit. I'll just do a little bit. And size here, then we're done here. Then details, sharpen it a little bit. And I feel like the grains are a little bit too much. I'll lower it a little bit, and it's a little too brightness, so I'll just go back, contrast, increase it, shadow. Okay, now it looks good. And remove chromatic aberration, lens correction, the split toning. For this photo, we really have to use it because we already changed the colors, but you can play around with it to give it a more cinematic look. If you want highlights and shadows, I usually play with highlights first and shadows, so it's your personal preference. Play with the colors if you want. Not gonna go too much. Then balance, do you want it towards the highlights or shadows? Up to you. I'll just keep it here. And then details, and there are also presets here that I have my own presets here. And curves, you can also play with it. It's like built-in presets. None, I'll just do with none. And if you want to make a preset out of it, you can click on the three dots on the right. Then you can click on create preset, then put your name up here, then preset group. Then yeah, you guys can do that. And you can also choose what you want in the preset. Do you want the lights? You click on it. We're done here pretty much. If you want to make more correction, you can always take it to Photoshop or so, but for now, for this video, I'll just leave it here. So there's before and after. If you guys have any questions or feedbacks, leave me in the comments or contact me in the social media. Stay safe. I'll see you guys soon again.